Welcome back to Courtroom Chronicles. And today, we've got a stacked docket. 3 defendants, 3 drastically different stories, and 1 judge trying to keep it all under control. First, we've got Mr. Huff, facing probation violations and confusion over new charges. Then, a shocking firearm case that raises serious legal stakes. And just when you think it's over, a final twist. A defendant accused of using a coffee mug as a deadly weapon. Yeah, you heard that right. Grab your seat, because this courtroom's about to heat up fast.
Charged with state jail felonies of criminal mischief, it looks like. You were placed on probation for up to 5 years on December 2nd, and he's already pleaded true.
Yes, we were here once before, Judge, and he was reinstated because there was a significant amount of restitution involved in the cases.
Switched to Huff.
And now we're back here again.
They locked me up for trespassing one. That's why I'm in jail. I went here for a motion to revoke. They locked me up for
Do
trespassing.
y'all need to amend this motion?
I don't know, Judge. I have not looked at it.
It does need to be amended, Judge. There has not been a first.
Okay, so
amendment.
there's a substantive offense that's come along, allegedly.
There's subsequent allegations. I'm not sure if it's a substantive offense, but
Well, we put him on probation.
in December of 2024,
I'm talking about this allegation true in June. What did I find then? What was my resolvement on this?
you reinstated his probation.
Okay, that's done. What happened subsequent to that?
I don't know. I don't have a new motion to revoke probation filed.
He failed to report, Your Honor. He hasn't reported since continued on probation.
Okay,
It's my understanding.
yeah, I have
that
my-
it's gone.
you're interrupting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But I'm a lawyer too.
Is that just a smart aleck comment,
No,
or
that's
just you
No, sir.
you're going to step over me
No, sir.
all the time, the whole time?
No, sir.
Shh.
Yes,
You're
sir.
going to get a chance to speak, but the lady has to put down everything as the court reporter. And when 2 people are speaking, she can't do it. That means somebody gets in trouble. All right. Okay. So the
I'm sorry, Elijah.
motion, it sounds like another motion to revoke probation needs to be filed.
And it seems like I have some motions that I need to file as well, Judge.
All right, then
Seems like.
can y'all do that in 2 weeks,
Yes,
everybody? So this man knows what direction he's going to be heading in?
Yes, sir.
The tension here is thick. You can feel the judge's frustration. He's giving Huff another 2 weeks, one final window to figure out his legal direction. But look closely. The judge's tone says it all. He's out of patience. This moment captures what happens in court when second chances start to run out. The courtroom isn't just about punishment, it's about accountability. And Huff's silence, his short replies, they speak volumes. Do you think he'll make it back and turn things around? Or is this delay just the calm before another downfall?
Felony of deadly conduct. And can we proceed in summary?
Yes, Judge.
In summary, sir, this indictment alleges that on or about May 5th, 2025, in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the 3rd-degree felony of deadly conduct by discharging a firearm in the direction of a habitation. Do you understand what you were charged with here, sir?
Yes, sir.
This is a 3rd-degree felony if convicted, which means you face no less than 2, no more than 10 years confinement in prison, and a fine up to $10,000 can be assessed. Do you understand the punishment range that's applicable?
Yes, sir.
An agreement's been reached where you would be pleading guilty, placed on deferred or unadjudicated probation, which can be up to 10 years in length. You do well, and it gets closed out early in a third of the time. Another case, 25 CR 1289 will be dismissed. What is that?
It's a misdemeanor on the.
Oh, okay.
Weapon, Judge.
And then you've got this Glock 19 that was involved here. This is going to be forfeited as part of this agreement to the state. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes,
And it
sir.
was a $500 fine also on this deferred or unadjudicated probation. If I follow this agreement, you have no right of appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead in this case, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily? That is on your own free will and because you are guilty. Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'll show you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1 here. Did you sign that document voluntarily? Understand it. Discuss it with your attorney or the contents all true and correct. State's Exhibit 1 tendered into evidence
objection.
without objection. It's admitted. Among other things, State's Exhibit 1 states that you are mentally competent to enter your guilty plea. It's freely and voluntarily made. You know what you've been charged with. The indictment's been read to you. You voted. You are guilty of the crime charged in any lesser included offenses. You are giving up your rights to a jury trial and the rights to the appearance, confrontation, cross-examination of witnesses. You were totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer. All of this is true, so help you God. John West is on the YouTube, and his tie is showing. This is, do you understand all of this to be true and correct, sir? In State's Exhibit 1. State's Exhibit 1 is made a part of the record for all purposes. Is a pre-sentence report waived here?
Yes, Judge.
All right. If nothing further, I'm going to follow this agreement. McCarrick, anything you want to add? All right. If nothing further, I'm going to find you are pleading guilty voluntarily. You're mentally competent to do so. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading guilty. There's sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea from State's Exhibit 1 admitted here to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. But I'm not going to find you guilty. I'm going to place you on deferred or unadjudicated probation.
This part right here is fascinating. The judge gives the defendant a deferred probation instead of prison time. A massive lifeline. But let's not miss the fine print. He's also losing his Glock 19 permanently and paying $500 in fines. More importantly, if he fails probation, he could get 10 years behind bars instantly. The judge's warning is crystal clear. Move on with your life and do better. It's rare to see this kind of leniency paired with such a firm tone. What do you think? Fair deal or risky gamble for the state?
Anything else we missed on? You're going to see the probation officer here in just a moment. He will go over all these terms and conditions of probation. Do well. It's in your best interest. You become a better person. And this gets shortened. You don't get a conviction. If you fail, your case could be revoked. You could be found guilty then and sentenced up to 10 years in prison. And then that comes with all kinds of problems. This alleges that you discharged a firearm at or in the direction of a habitation. The use of a firearm in the commission of an offense, if convicted, will affect your parole poorly. It has a negative effect on it. You understand? So move on with your life and do better. Okay. All right. Please see that nice man. We'll see you. Thank you. Do well. Yes, sir. Uh, 24 CR 2059 is called. You were Quincy Taylor,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Taylor, and you are charged here with an indictment alleging that you committed the second-degree felony of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. A second-degree felony, if convicted, carries with it no less than 2 nor more than 20 years confinement in prison, and a fine up to $10,000 can be assessed. Do you understand what you're facing?
Mhm.
Well, it doesn't end there, because the indictment also includes 2 prior convictions. One in June of 2007 for obstruction or retaliation, a third-degree felony. And this states you were convicted out of the 361st District Court of Brazos County, Texas. After that conviction was final, paragraph 3 in this indictment states you committed the felony of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a second-degree felony, and you were finally convicted of that crime in 2017 out of the 85th District Court of Brazos County, Texas. And now, after those 2 are completed, this alleges you committed this offense here in March of last year, a second-degree felony. So, if all of this was true, found true, those prior convictions were true as they are alleged, and then if you're convicted of this, then this is what we call habitual felony status, which means you are looking at, if convicted, no less than 25 years in prison, up to 99 years confinement in prison, or life imprisonment, and and a fine up to $10,000 could be assessed. It doesn't end there. The allegation here in this indictment is that you committed this aggravated assault and with a deadly weapon, and the deadly weapon is alleged to have been a mug, I guess a coffee cup kind of thing.
Cool.
And that in the manner of its use and intended use was capable of causing serious bodily injury or death. As you intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly, it is alleged, caused bodily injury to the complainant by striking him in the head with the mug. And the way it is alleged, if this was found true, then whatever sentence you receive, you cannot be released from prison for parole until you serve at least 50% of the time. So if you were sentenced to 30, you'd have to serve 15 before you were released. So these are all serious allegations, and you have to be careful as you work your way through this one. Do you understand?
3 defendants, 3 wildly different outcomes. One might get another shot at probation, another walks free on a deferred deal, and the last faces the fight of his life, possibly decades behind bars for a moment of violence. What we just saw shows how unpredictable courtroom justice can be. It's a balance between mercy and the weight of the law. So what do you think? Were these rulings fair or too forgiving? Drop your thoughts below. And if you found this courtroom breakdown as intense as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe for more real courtroom drama. Every verdict, every twist, every truth revealed right here.